To me, it's a multifaceted answer. I think there's three things probably if I were to really dive in deep into this question. You know, the first is growing a platform like Nexus PMG and being part of something that is quote unquote bigger than us is something that really motivates me to go build a business in such a influential and pivotal moment of humanity, quite frankly, and being a part of rebuilding the infrastructure to something that's more conducive to a sustainable world is pretty powerful and empowering. So, you know, that in itself excites me and drives me. But as someone that's, you know, the second bit of that in terms of what drives me is big complicated problems are something that inherently is part of my DNA, and I think the founder's DNA, and more so I think everyone that works at this company's DNA. It's a big part of how we interview, and that's what we're looking for, is people that want to be involved in big problems. And so this is probably the biggest problem that we have right now as a human race. And so working on these types of problems, these types of initiatives, and being able to take the last 15 years of industry experience and bringing that to kind of grow the platform as I described in the first vertical is the second piece that drives me, is solving big complicated problems. And then really third, I think, is the challenges of doing something new. And it kind of folds back into the complicated problems bit, but externally we have these big problems we have to solve, but then internally trying to build something new when you specifically think about the gap in the markets that we're trying to solve around development in, you know, organic based products, or, you know, layer in any of those complicated problems. When you think about how do you put together the team to go solve that problem, how do you create a sustainable and a scalable services business, how do you fold in an engineering team with a developer mindset, how do you find developers and integrate them with engineering teams that inherently aren't really used to working together, are all really fun things to try to figure out and do something different. And so while engineering and construction has been around, you know, since the beginning of time really, and, you know, going all the way back to big complicated projects like the Hoover Dam, there's still an element of being able to do something new in today's market that I think drives me and excites me.